Hi aspirants. In this model, we are going to discuss how to register trademarks. Before we discuss in detail, we just recap the definition of a trademark and service mark. Trademark is a word, phrase, symbol, device, or combination of thereof that identify and differentiate the source of goods of one party from others. Whereas service mark same as that of trademark, but it identify and differentiate the source of services of one party from others. Why we need to register trademarks? What are the legal rights when we register our trademarks? If we register our trademarks, we can have an exclusive right to the use of the trademark in relation to the goods or services. We have the rights to obtain relief in respect of infringement of the trademark. Any other third party, if they copy your trademark, if they use the same trademark of yours, then you can sue them in the court and you can get some relief in respect of infringement of the trademark. You can grant a license to another person to use your registered trademark. In return for license fees, royalties, or other payments, you can sell your trademark. So these are the exclusive rights we have when we register our trademarks. There are three types of trademark symbols. One is R, TM, and SM. These are the symbols are frequently used with a trademark to indicate certain aspects of an intellectual property registration. The first symbol is R. Once a trademark is registered, then the applicant can start using the R symbol next to the trademark. The R symbol signifies that the trademark is registered. If you have trademark registration, you can use R symbol. Without obtaining trademark registration, we cannot use R symbol. The next one, TM symbol and SM symbol. TM symbol for goods, SM symbol for services. As we discussed before, when you have trademark registration, you can use R symbol. If you do not have trademark registration, then you can use TM symbol for goods and SM symbol for services. The TM symbol is used when an application for trademark is made with the trademark registry. It means that you apply for trademark registration, still the application is pending, still examination is going on, still you do not have trademark registration, but you applied with the trademark registry. In that case, in that scenario, you can use TM symbol for goods. The TM symbol is thus used to indicate the fact that a trademark application exists with respect to the trademark, and it serves as a warning for infringer. SM symbol. You file an application for service mark registration, but still the application is pending, examination is going on, you do not have service mark registration. In that case, you can use SM symbol for your services. So the SM symbol is thus used to indicate the fact that a service mark application exists with respect to the service mark, and it serves as a warning for infringers. We understood the concept of trademark symbols. Now we are going to discuss about trademark classes. Why we need to understand trademark classes? Because when we file an application for trademark registration, we need to provide the details of type of mark and the class of mark, class under which our trademark is coming. So those details need to be provided in the application for trademark registration. For that purpose only, we need to understand what are the trademark classes, what is the purpose of trademark classification, which type of classification India follows for the trademarks. India follows the NICE classification put forward by WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. What is NICE classification? NICE classification is established by NICE Agreement 1957. It is an international classification of goods and services applied for the purpose of the registration of marks. There are 45 classes under NICE classification. There are 45 trademark classes, out of which 1 to 34 classes, they are designated for goods and 35 to 45 11 classes designated for services. From this next slide, we are going to discuss about how to register trademarks, the procedure for trademark registration. The whole procedure of trademark registration is governed by the Trademarks Act 1999 and the Trademark Rules 2070. With reference to the Act, who can register trademark? A person who claims to be the proprietor of the trademark, the owner of the trademark, in relation to goods or services may apply for the registration of a trademark. For the purpose of making an application of trademarks, the term person includes a natural person, a body incorporate, a partnership firm, a trust, a society, a government authority, or undertaking. They can file a trademark application. When two or more persons who use a trademark independently or propose so to use it as joint proprietors, they may apply for registration of a trademark as joint proprietors. Type of trademarks for registration: trademark that is already in use, trademark that is proposed to be used, trademark that is intended to be assigned to a company. So for this type of trademarks, we can get registration. Application form for trademark registration. An application for the registration of a trademark in respect of goods or services shall be made in TMA form. The form TMA is the application to be filed for registering trademarks as per the Trademarks Rule 2017. The form TMA must be filed and signed by the applicant or his agent. Applicant means the owner of the trademark. So before submitting TMA form, it should be signed by the applicant or his agent. Full name of signatory, designation of signatory, and the capacity under which the application is signature. So these details should be given with the TMA form. Applicant details required for TMA form are name of the proprietors, valid email ID, principal place of business, and address for service. So these are the details of applicant will be required for TMA form. TMA form should have the following details: type of mark, whether our mark is a word, label, or device. So those details should be given in TMA form. We can register a single trademark in one or more classes. What are classes? The classification is basically a systematic arrangement of various types of goods and services. TMA form shall explain with sufficient precision a description by words of the trademark if necessary to determine the right of the applicant. The explanation of the trademark for which we are seeking registration, the explanation with sufficient precision, and a description by words of the trademark determine the right of the applicant. Description of the trademark includes whether it is a shape or color of the trademark, class numbers under which description belongs, specification of goods and services. TMA form shall be able to depict the graphical representation of the trademark. Representation of the mark need to be submitted. Two additional representation need to be submitted with the application form. A clear and legible representation of a trademark of size not exceeding 8 cm into 8 cm. The representation must show all the features of the trademark very clearly. The representation must be of a quality that ensures all the features of the trademark will be preserved over time, and the representation must be suitable for reproduction. 2 copies of representation need to be submitted. How should be the representation? The representation of the trademark must clearly identify the trademark. The representation should be in the prescribed manner. It should show clearly all the features of the trademark. Trademark that consists of a 3-dimensional mark or color combination, it is necessary to make a statement to that effect from the applicant in the application. The representation must be durable and satisfactory. If we are going to seek a registration for a trademark which is in public use, which is already in public use, then we need to submit a statement of user in applications, a period during which the trademark has been used, that need to be noted in the statement. An affidavit of applicant testifying to such use along with supporting documents need to be filed with TMA form. If we are going to seek a registration for trademark with 2-dimension graphic or photographic, then what are the additional details we need to be submit with the application? Application need to have some statement to the effect that the trademark is a 2-dimension graphic or photographic. The reproduction of the trademark need to be submitted. The reproduction of the trademark shall consist of a 2-dimensional graphic or photographic reproduction. The reproduction furnished shall consist of 3 different view of the trademark. So these are the additional documents we need to submit with the application. If we seek a registration for a trademark with shape of goods or packaging, application consists of shape of goods or its packaging, then the reproduction furnished shall consist of at least 5 different views of the trademark and a description by word of the trademark that need to be submitted with the application form. Sometimes register considers the different views or description of the trademark do not sufficiently show the particulars of the shape of good or its packaging. Then he may call upon the applicant to furnish a specimen of the goods or packaging, as the case may be. If we seek a registration for a trademark with sound, then how the reproduction should be. An application for the registration of a trademark consists of a sound as a trademark. The reproduction of the same shall be submitted in the MP3 format, not exceeding 30 seconds length, recorded on a medium which allows for easy and clearly audible replaying, accompanied with a graphical representation of its notations. Series trademarks, where an application is made for the registration of trademarks as a series. Copies of representation of each trademark of the series shall accompany the application. The registrar, if satisfied that the trademark constitutes a series, shall proceed further with the applications. The present slide shows the prescribed form and prescribed fee for trademark registration. For trademark registration, the application form is TMA form, and the fee structure is application for registration of a trademark, registration of a collective mark, registration of a certification mark, registration of a series of trademark for specification of goods or services included in one or more than one classes, where the applicant is an individual, startup, small enterprise. Then the fee structure is 5,000 rupees for physical filing, 4,500 rupees for e-filing. In all other cases, 10,000 rupees for physical filing and 9,000 rupees for e-filing. So aspirants, in this model, we have discussed many concepts about trademarks, trademark classes, trademark symbols, the procedure for registration of trademarks, the representation and reproduction of the trademarks, statement to that effect, and the fee structure. I hope these details will be definitely helpful when you file your trademark. Thank you so much.